Oh, good. I'm glad I caught you. Remember that bombing you were in?
Are you trying to be funny?
No. What am I saying? Of course you do. I am seriously out of shape. I just sprinted the whole way here and,
Try and get to the point.
Right. You know the corrupted footage from the train station? The distorted images that pointed us in the direction of Ark?
What about it?
There's a woman who works at Ruzicka Station. Apparently, she's been trying to get in touch with Interpol. She says she has info on the security footage and wants to meet someone about it.
Seems like something we should have known about earlier. What's Miller saying about this?
Miller's not saying anything. Because I didn't talk to him about it. Yet.
We keeping things from the bosses now, Chang?
Only the ones who keep things from us. This woman, she sounded jumpy to me. If she knows who the bomber was... Jensen, something tells me you should try getting to her before anybody else does.
Where is she?
Waiting in the back alley on Stur Street. Her name is Pavla Kilmanovic.
All right, I'll see what she knows. Pavla Kilmanovic?
Sakra, you are augmented. I not think they sent... Yes, I am. You are with Interpol, yes?
At the moment. I'm told you have information on the train station attack.
Yes. No. Maybe. I work there, at Ruzicka Station in surveillance room. I was not there when bombs blow up. My shift did not started yet. But I am on my way, and when I hear explosions, I must go to see, to find out if my colleagues... There is so much devastation.
I know. I was there. Take your time.
It is horrible. Everything's so chaotic. When man from Tarvos arrive, it's hard for me to think straight.
Tarvos? The private security company?
He say he is part of investigation, and I believe him. I give him code to Intellicam server room. I know maybe I should not, but he seems so like police, I think. He do something to corrupt the data.
You've done the right thing, coming forward with this. But I'd like to get a better sense of the time frame. How long after the explosions did this Tarvos man show up?
Men? There were 3 of them, but only one go into server room. I cannot give you exact time. On one side, it feel like hours. On other, only minutes. Emergency people have been there some time, but police not start ordering every people around yet.
Did anyone else see these men?
No one else see. I think... I mean, no, I swear, no one else see them, just me.
It's okay. We're just having a friendly conversation here. And if you're trying to protect someone, I can help. As long as you tell me everything.
I not protect no one. But I thought maybe I could help them.
Who?
Tarvos man give me credit chip when I see real police coming, and I know he lie about who he is. He say it is enough credits to help many victims of bombings, many of my colleagues. So I take it.
You took a bribe?
Yes, but my colleagues not want help. They tell me to call Interpol. You will arrest me now?
I'm with Interpol, not the police. And I'm hoping you'll remember more if I let you go.
Really? You let me go? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just be sure to call Interpol again if you think of anything else. Ask for Agent Chang.
The one I spoke to before. Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you.
Chang, I spoke to Pavlik Ilmanovic. Looks like someone from Tarvos got access to Ruzika's and telecam servers before the police.
Tarvos? What? You think they corrupted it? Why? Why would they do that, Jensen? I mean, I can't just call up Mr. Tarvos and ask, you know?
Leave the asking to me. They have a regional office in Prague, right?
Yeah, at Terminal Station. You need to take the metro to get there.
I'll let you know what I find out.
Oh, wait, Jensen. Terminal Station is on lockdown. Reports for why haven't come in yet, but let me work my magic. There. Just gave you access to a train. You should be able to get there with no problem now.
Hey, how did you get through the lockdown? No trains are supposed to stop here.
I'm with Interpol. I need to speak with someone in the Tarvos offices.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's a bomb scare going on outside. My lieutenant gave me strict orders not to let anyone through. You'll have to turn around or wait it out. Either way, I have a post to maintain.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. The lockdown here is due to a bomb scare. I can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
There is another way. I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station. But if you use it...
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. Especially if they're trying to cover up any involvement with ARC.
I'll reconnect when I've reached their command center. Jensen out.
Where's Longworth?
Up in the booth, still pretending to look busy.
Since this lockdown is on our doorstep, is it officially a mission?
Metro bylo z
I'm not sure.
bezpečnostních
Do you think we should
důvodů
switch to
uzavřeno.
Kazikram just in case they're recording us?
Postupujte prosím podle
Probably better if we just went
evakuačních pokynů
silent.
staniční
Cover our
obsluhy
asses.
či
Till the
důstojníků
LT gives you
Tarvosu.
a clear.
Za
by
komplikace
me.
se hluboce omlouváme.
Confirmed. The turret in the maintenance corridor is operational.
These solid Renos are taking forever. And this lockdown is just another excuse, isn't it?
That's what you're complaining about. What about being ordered to guard the lift without the man upstairs authorizing key cards for us to use the bloody thing? Is this a sign of things to expect from the LT?
The lift was put in primarily for execs, and last I checked, you ain't one. Besides, LT's not so bad. I'd much rather a decision maker having my back in the thick of it than some soft upper management wanker.
Well, I'm going to make sure I have the respect of my men when I make lieutenant one day.
Is that so? You, a lieutenant?
Yeah, you'll see.
All right then, rookie. You can start climbing that ladder by seeing to your patrol. Come on then.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či důstojníků Tarvosu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouváme.
Service advisory. A security Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants or Tavos officers. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či důstojníků Tarvosu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouváme.
Service advisory. A security lockdown is in effect. Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants or Tavos officers. We sincerely...
We're on a skeleton. The LT wants us to be on full alert during this lockdown. An air patrol is protocol. Maintain eyes open. Confirmed.
General message. Due to security lockdown, all non-essential conferences have been dispersed.
Yes, yes, I'm coming.
Yeah, you know, before that little musical interlude there, I was talking about some... Let's keep going. Now that Saraf Industries has gone bankrupt and been summarily taken over by Taiyang Medical, we've really gone to new territory. destruction thanks to Sarah. I warned you that the lack of supervision over the drug pushers would lead to mass hysteria and murder. Then, when the two of them collided...
So, how's the Ranger moving?
Brilliant! I love it, Peck. Supposed to be much better than the last one.
They should. Seat's balance was completely reconfigured, and they tweaked the hand controls. Have a go round, won't you? Let's test mobility. I won't be able to test the weapon systems until we're out in the field.
Attention. A live heavy equipment test is currently underway. Please remain clear of the area.
What?
Please be advised. The exercise room will be closed for maintenance until the end of the month.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Will you relax? We were following orders.
General
We didn't do
message.
anything wrong.
Access to range 3
did.
and close quarters
Don't know what he did when he was in there.
is not possible
We're
during
soldiers.
this lockdown.
We don't need an explanation. If we get into trouble, we'll just say the orders came from up high, which they did.
I'm not sure we were just following orders. We'll hold up in court.
Trust me, we'll be fine.
General message. We apologize for the copy machine being offline. We hope to have it put...
Justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails.
Chang, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and the lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Field weapons class has changed location and time. It will now be later in the week, in room 1290.
See the LT before? He's trying to get into his old locker. Doesn't he know his locker is now in Section E?
Yeah, the LT was acting strange. I think something's up.
He was fidgety and nervous, all right. Didn't give me that hello smile thing he does.
9 times out of 10, when there's two things.
Noted.
They're about to be given a boot, or they're firing somebody they're not.
It can't be me.
These are trying times.
The bugger likes me very
In the streets outside, local police are investigating something that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. I expect everyone at their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Tarvos. To fellow officers. And me.
Stay firm.
That is all. Carry on.
Deadly infectious diseases are at the center of some disturbing health news right now. Who knows the secret? Always watching, because you are always watching. In part 1 of our 2-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to meet you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
When? When it is passed. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too. Listen, I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and naturals has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the cloud.
Your man. The 1637 wasn't worth it then, and it's not worth it now.
We used it over at the plate last week, and it was flawless. It works, it works.
Why would we use something that's dependent on Corset 12? That's just mental. It hasn't been fully tested.
How long is this gonna take?
You can't rush perfection.
Fine. I'll wait.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I have to reiterate some things. Okay, followers, who else thinks there are far too many questions that Nathaniel Brown and his cronies at Santo are evading about this
Think I heard a noise.
paradise?
Stay calm.
Like, how the hell are the drugs supposed to get there? Can he guarantee a safe supply of enslaved housed over there? Safe harbor initiative, my ass. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, it can't be worse than Gollum City, but there's no way this ends up okay. Brown is going to avoid all the tough questions to ensure that the Human Restoration Act gets passed, while the crime syndicates lick their chops waiting to achieve complete mastery over the drug trade. Like the
General message. For all personnel with children in daycare. Due to the security lockdown, all children have been moved to a safe facility. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact Liz in Cova.
Step backwards. A devastating blow against basic human rights. Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide.
Unit 6988. Let me know when you're clear.
I did what I could. I know. I know. I told you. I don't have that kind of pull.
confirmed.
No,
Reached the cabin.
no. Please, I'm still working on it. Yeah, I did that. I know now. Yeah, no. I know. I remember too. Yes. Of course. But I'm sorry, sis. I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you.
Lieutenant Whitaker?
I have to go. Something's come up.
Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Interpol. We have reason to believe someone from Tarvos Security Services tampered with evidence at Ruzicka Station shortly after the terrorist attack occurred. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Interpol? What the hell are you talking about? How dare you accuse Tarvos of collaborating with terrorists?
I'm not accusing Tarvos of anything, yet. I came in here off the record to avoid making things more complicated.
I suppose I should appreciate that. But we're in the business of protecting things, Agent. Not covering them up.
Listen, Lieutenant. You're either towing the company line or you're hiding something. Either way, there's been a terrorist attack, and Interpol needs to get to the bottom of it. Help me do that, and I promise, if someone here was involved, I'll do everything in my power to ensure it doesn't come down the wrong way.
That's generous of you. But I've already told you, I'm not hiding anything. You can't just break in here in the middle of a lockdown situation and start pointing fingers. Now get out of here the same way you came in. Oh, and Agent, if you ever step foot in this office again without proper approval or actual evidence of wrongdoing, I'll turn you into a ghost. Do I make myself clear?
There's no need for that, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to disrespect you. I'm just following up on a lead.
Well, your lead is a dead end. It's pretty clear that Ark was behind the bombing. I can assure you that Tarvos had no connection to them. Goodbye, Agent. Get out of my office. We're done here. I have nothing to say to you, Agent.
Chang, I talked to Whitaker. He denies any Tarvos involvement, but I know he's hiding something.
This was a high-tech job, Jensen, and high-tech jobs leave high-tech traces. If you could find something that shows Whitaker knew what was going on...
I can get him to break. I'll see what I can dig up in the IT department.
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them.
Noted and post.
And not our mental time.
Access granted.
Chang, Whitaker may be involved in this. He ordered equipment off the record that could have been used to corrupt the footage.
He did something unofficial at Tarvos? That's huge, Jensen.
The information I found is only circumstantial, but it should be enough to shake the truth out of him. I'll contact you if he's willing to talk this time.
Almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me both,
confirmed. All calm.
Unit 6988, let me know when you're clear.
Get out of my office. We're done here.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Who's your superior?
Shut it, Whitaker. I know the station's IntelliCam footage was corrupted by a modified RDT device, and I also know you borrowed one from this office right around the time the bombs went off.
You don't quit, do you, Agent? Where's your proof?
Your IT department sent an email. Alan, the LT, came to me today. Demanded I give him an RDT device reconfigured to spot corrupt digital data. Said he'd submit the paperwork later. Shall I continue, or would you like to explain now?
It's not what it looks like. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not an AUG sympathizer, and it wasn't a Tarvos mandate or anything like that. I had to protect my sister.
Your sister? Your sister was the bomber?
No, she would never. It was her husband. Ark got to him. Brainwashed him somehow. My brother-in-law was a proud man. Was a good mechanic. But after the incident, people didn't trust dogs around machinery.
He lost his job. He and your sister would have been forced to move to Gotham City then. You sure he was a member of ARC?
Well, isn't everyone in that place? And you have to be if you want to survive. When he lost his license to work, he became bitter and resentful. ARC must have preyed on that. It's what terrorists do.
It's what somebody did. I'm just not sure it was ARC. I need his name, Lieutenant.
He's dead. But my sister isn't. You ID the bomber, and the next thing that happens is the police start tearing through Gotham City looking for her. So no, I'm not telling you his name.
Look, Whitaker, we'll get the name one way or another. If it comes from you now, willingly, I might be able to keep others from getting it too.
It's Burke. Ivan Burke. So what are you gonna do now?
I get that you acted to protect your sister, and that you're worried she'll be put at risk. I'll do my best to keep names out of my report for now, but I can't guarantee they won't be needed in the future.
I see. I appreciate you giving me and my sister a chance, Agent. I'll make sure an officer is waiting at the lift. It'll take you down to the metro level. Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. In the midst of our lockdown, an Interpol agent penetrated our defenses. We'll deal with the ramifications later. For now, show him to the lift so we can access the metro. Whitaker, out.
Before you go, allow me to offer you a token of my appreciation. Some whiskey, perhaps?
Thanks again for being understanding about it. You'll be given a clear route to the metro level.
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ.
Please be advised. The exercise room will be closed for maintenance until the end of the month.
The access door around the corner will see you to the metro.
coffee shop guy.
Great, but I need to focus on this. I'm trying to book flights and hotels for my whole family, and a great deal just popped up. Later.
Okay.
Give me one 24-hour period to cruise through that place, and I would go straight to Illuminati Row.
We're going to have to step up our security because of you.
The access door to the metro is around the corner.
Chang.
You got here quick. So let's have it, Jensen. Who's our bomber, and how the hell is Tarvos involved?
The footage was corrupted by a Tarvos officer to protect the identity of a family member.
Okay, so who is the bomber?
The bomber doesn't matter. Someone within ARC is acting against Rucker's ideals. They recruited a nobody with very few options in life to be nothing more than a pawn in all this.
Nice work, Jensen. You must have been quiet in there. Tarvos hasn't reported anything.
I like to get answers without creating new questions.